These engines accelerate the vehicle through the Earth's atmosphere and into various orbits in space. And we will be attempting to recover the first stage on our drone ship named Just Read the Instructions today, and there you can see it on your screen, currently positioned off the coast of Florida in the Atlantic Ocean. But for now, let's turn it back over to you, Jasmine.
Thanks so much, Jesse. In addition to SpaceX in California, NASA teams both here in Florida and Texas are monitoring today's launch as well. You'll hear from Sandra Jones inside Mission Control Houston. But first, let's check in with NASA's Megan Cruz, who's monitoring the launch team here at Kennedy. Megan?
Thank you, Jasmine, and welcome everyone into Hangar AE at nearby Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. This is where the Space Force monitors things like the range for us, making sure it's safe to fly where we intend to fly, but also the weather, which, as you said, Jasmine, is looking much better today than it was on Tuesday. When we tried to launch on Tuesday, we were 30% go because of things like rain and clouds. Today, we are 80% go. Launch Weather Officer Alina Moses is currently tracking some storms to the east of us, but expects them to remain well offshore today. Now, right now, fueling of the Falcon 9 rocket is underway. It started about 20 minutes ago at T-minus 35 minutes. RP-1, or rocket-grade kerosene, is being loaded into the first stage. Liquid oxygen is also loaded into the first stage and should begin on the second stage momentarily. The white clouds you see that are coming off of the rocket, that is because SpaceX is venting off some of that liquid oxygen to maintain the right pressure of the tanks, and these clouds form when LOX makes contact with the humid Florida air. Now we have an instantaneous launch opportunity at 2:20 and 43 seconds Eastern Time on the dock of the International Space Station tomorrow morning. More on that with Kevin's Sandra Jones
Good afternoon. I'm NASA Sandra Jones here inside the International Space Station Flight Control Room at the Johnson Space Center.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? You space pirate patriots. Sorry, I was a little slow on that transition button thanks to this weirdo, this furry turd, Wiley. Yeah, say I'm the furry turd. How we doing? Welcome to SpaceX and NASA's CRS-26 launch, last Dragon mission to the International Space Station for 2022. Glad you made it. This is attempt number dose because of weather. So let's go ahead and muster up. Where you from? What you munching on? Do tell. Of course, I'm Kevin from Ohio, sipping out of my eccentric jolly rocket mug. Get yours now. Water. Sadly, I'm not eating anything, although I did have a homemade quesadilla for lunch, and it was quite tasty. So if I have to run to the bathroom out of nowhere, now you know why. Mooks! What's going on, locals? Like Mokes, I do have the locals chat open for your convenience so I can spot you easier. Jessica is co-hosting with us, or we with her. East coast of Canada, munching on coffee and cookies. Well, we got Canada in the chat.
Welcome to French Canada.
Austin McMurtry, what's going on, BFR? Master Chief Austin. Ho, hi. It's always nice when typos work out. Hellfire Studios, thanks for modding. Welcome back. Happy Thanksgiving weekend, y'all. Roll Tide, feet ball with Jersey Mike's and H2O. I'm pretty sure that's water. Yeah, it's big Ohio State game today. They're playing Michigan. So any Michiganders in the chat, you can just shut up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not a huge football or sports fan anymore. I used to be back in my high school days and stuff, played some football, but not no Moss. Doesn't really excite me anymore. But it's a big game today, and my father-in-law's at the Ohio State Buckeyes game here in Columbus, and sadly he didn't take his daughter with him. She's here. So if she starts yelling in the background, you'll know why. Scrolling down. Antwerp, Belgium, drinking coffee. Great Texas in the chat.
I pulled him out of a place on Midgard called Texas.
Denver, Colorado, nice. I like your state. Sydney, I'm guessing that's Australia and not Ohio. There's an Ohio, Urbana. I know where that's at. Everyone in Ohio knows where Urbana's at, I think. Scotland, what's going on in Scotland? Oregon. Thanks for tuning in, Oregon. Shithole Oregon's here. Kentucky, what's going on, Kentucky? Albuquerque, New Mexico. Got a lot of Americans in the chat today. A lot of Americans. Here we go. There's my America soundbite.
What, is this a communist country or something? I thought this is America.
Cameroon, Denmark, South Africa, Washington State here. All right, got a lot of Northwesterners here. Colorado again. Zanesville, what's going on? Lake Tahoe, nice. And Arkansas's plural, Vermont. Good to see you guys. Oh, and we got Ian in the locals chat. Durham, UK. Nothing and nothing. Man, you're just dry mouthing it for this live stream, eh? Got my dinner early. Lasagna and hot whiskey and lemon. Very nice. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the SpaceX mission. Let's go ahead and go big screen, if I can find it. There it is. All right. So like I said, second attempt at this Cargo Dragon, or Dragon 2 vessels launch to the International Space Station, just a resupply mission for NASA, which is why the quality sucks at 720 at 60 frames per second, because it's NASA's fault. Otherwise, it'd be in 4K if it were up to SpaceX, but that's the government for you. We should just be happy we get that with our tax dollars. So yeah, this is a completely 100% brand spanking new vehicle. Rocket and all, first stage, second stage, obviously, and the Dragon capsule. This is the third and final Dragon capsule, Cargo Dragon capsule, that they're going to use, or they plan on using. All right, they've been just recycling and reusing the 2 previous Cargo Dragons, so now they got 3 in the lineup. So exciting stuff. We're about T-minus 6.5 minutes from liftoff. They are going to recover this brand new booster. They're going to land it on Just Read the Instructions drone ship, bobbing on the Atlantic. So that's cool. It feels like it's been a while since we've seen, I just spit on my camera. Good job, Kevin. It's been a while, I feel like, since we've seen a first stage booster landing. So I'm really looking forward to this one. And it looks like it's beautiful there in Florida, pad 39A, obviously. But man, that weather looks awesome. It's beautiful in Ohio too. Took the dogs on a couple walks today. I'm loving it. I should check the winds at altitude and see if I can fly this afternoon. It's been pretty windy, so I doubt it. I'm gonna check that out really quick. So unprofessional, but I don't care. I'm never gonna miss an opportunity to fly as it gets colder. Nope. Even the surface winds are too much. 8-mile-per-hour wind speeds on the surface with 8-mile-per-hour gusts. Boom. No go for launch for Kevin. Poopy. Oh well, at least I tried. I do have the doggo cam hooked up. Let's see if we can get some doggos in here while we're waiting for liftoff. I doubt it. Peeps just lied down even more behind the desk here. Come here. I bet we can get Wiley in here. Here, say I never tire. What up, Wiley? The newest addition to the Haymeyer homestead. Kunu, I think, jumped on the... Oh no, he's laying right outside the door. He might be able to get up. We got Wilson and Jeb, of course. Launch. Yeah, he's got him.
They took our jibs! They took your jibs!
They took your jib! Took your jib!
You didn't take Jeb anywhere, but you better not be tearing his head apart. Poor Jeb. He's about to rapidly disassemble, but it's scheduled. All right, hey, Wiley, don't gnaw his arm off. Come here. Bring him over here. Good boy. Good boy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Bring him to me. Good boy. Oh, you passed me. Aus. Sehr gut, ja. Thank you. Thank you. You're so nice to share like that. Thank you so much. Don't look at it, peeps. You will destroy it. You got like 100 pounds on Wiley. Yeah, you're a good boy. Want to say something to the camera? I'm just gonna run away. Okay, thanks for co-hosting with me. You were a lot of help. She's smoking. Look at that. Don't worry, rockets are supposed to smoke. Okay, smoking's good for rockets. Okay, but it's bad for you. And they are venting some of that overpressure gas as it warms up on the rocket and starts to boil. They gotta, like right there, they gotta release some of that pressure or it'll pop the tanks, rupture the tanks. And as it meets the warmer Florida air, it kind of condenses like that. So don't worry, everything's nominal. You'll know if it's not nominal, trust me. And there goes the strong back, inching away ever so slightly from the rocket. And at T-minus 60 seconds, the rocket will take control of its own fate. All right, let me get back to the chat, see what you guys are yapping on about. Kuwait, what's going on? Cute Charlie Brown tree. Hey man, don't make fun of my tree, dude. It's hilarious. The lawyer wife spends weeks and weeks leading up to Thanksgiving and after Thanksgiving decorating the entire house, inside the house, with like 5 different Christmas trees, and they are ridiculously extravagant, like very gaudy. she just goes, your tree sucks. And I spend all of 10 seconds whipping that Charlie Brown tree out of my closet here in the office and just sticking it on that whatever you call that TV stand there. I did my part. I had to wrap that purple towel around it that I found just randomly in my closet too, because I don't know what happened to the blue blanket that's supposed to be around it. All right, we're coming up on the two-minute window, 2-minute warning here. Illinois, plural, Tennessee, Switzerland. We got the Swiss with us, guys. Everybody be on your best behavior. Shoots, brah. No shoots today unless something goes wrong. You never know. We might have an abort. That'd be sweet. Sweet for me, because I am obsessed with shoots. Austin McMurtray, not only is he a BFR on locals, but man, he is a 31-month member on Facebook. Call him daddy. He's the daddy of the eccentric family. Andy in Alaska, from Alaska with love. Thanks. the Bond of Alaska, Jimmy Bond. Alaska is one of the few states I haven't, well, actually I haven't been to probably half the states in the United States, but Alaska is one of the states I haven't been to that I really badly would like to visit. I like to go on a cruise to Alaska, actually. I don't want to have to drive through like Canada or by Canada or anything to get there. Actually, in all seriousness, I would love to visit British Columbia as well, though. All right, so we're coming up on 60 seconds. I'm going to turn the volume up now and try to shut my face.
Countdown, so let's wait for that.
Falcon 9 is in startup.
Dragon is in countdown.
All right, so both stages are now pressurizing for launch. We will next hear at T-minus 45 seconds the SpaceX launch director Mike Taylor verifying go for launch.
Go for launch.
There are chutes on board, but they're not supposed to use them today.
Go for launch. Weather is a go. Today will be the first flight of both the booster and Dragon spacecraft.
She's supposed to rendezvous with the International Space
30
Station
seconds.
tomorrow morning. And I don't know when she's supposed
At launch,
to
the International Space Station will be
come back to Earth.
260 miles in altitude,
Few
flying
months.
south of Nuremberg, Germany.
Stage 1, pressing for flight. 15 seconds.
All right, here we go.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engine full power. And liftoff of CRS-26. Go Falcon and happy Thanksgiving ISS.
Traditional headbang.
That's right, liftoff of SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket for the 26th cargo resupply mission, bringing new science experiments and solar arrays to the International Space Station.
Nice poofy clouds in the back there. I like it. Look at that roll. Love me some rollage.
There you can see Falcon 9 carrying CRS-26 on its way to the International Space Station. We are throttling down the engines on the first stage. And this helps us prepare for max Q, which is maximum dynamic pressure. It's the largest structural load that the vehicle sees on ascent. And we should be passing through that period. Should be passing through that period in a few seconds here.
Will we get to see shoots?
And there's that call out that we passed through max Q.
Nope.
Great views there of Falcon 9 carrying NASA's CRS-26 mission. We are coming up on a few events happening back to back. That's going to be MECO, or main engine cutoff, as the first event. That's where all 9 of the M1D engines shut down on that first stage, all 9 of those engines that you see lit up on your screen there. And that's in preparation for the next event, which is stage separation. That's where the first and second stage separate. The first stage will flip around and make its way back down to Earth and land on our drone ship named Just Read the Instructions, while the second stage ignites its Merlin MVAC engine to boost Dragon to low Earth orbit during SES-1, or second stage engine start 1. And the last event is the boost back burn to reduce the velocity of the first stage in preparation for atmospheric re-entry. And that whole sequence takes about 30 seconds, and we are coming up on those few events happening here in a few seconds.
And MECO. Stage separation confirmed. Stage 1 boost.
Earth is looking awesome today. Check out the booster. Deuce says booster. See you in a bit. Oh yeah, I love me some ground tracking. Keep it.
Some really cool views there.
Yes.
With the MECO stage separation. The MVAC engine lighting up on your right-hand screen. We also saw the first stage, kind of in the
lawyer wife is
of
probably
the
like, is he
second
watching
stage,
football?
View there, falling back to Earth, doing a flip, and now in its boost back burn. That burn lasts about 30 seconds long.
First stage on your left there,
Stage
doing
1
that boost back burn.
shutdown.
It's not boosting back to the coast, but I guess it's boosting back a bit to the
There's
drone
that
ship.
call out, and the boost back burn has shut down on the first stage. That is the left-hand screen That's a view of the first stage there. On your right-hand screen, a view from the second stage looking at our MVAC engine.
All right.
And you can see.
So just for a bit, what they just did is deployed those titanium grid fins. They're about the size of a compact vehicle, compact car. And you also see some flashes of what I like to call poofage. Those are the cold gas thrusters that help, the RCS system that help kind of push the rocket in the direction it needs to head. Once it gets into the denser parts of the atmosphere, those grid fins will take over and steer the rocket toward the drone ship, kind of like putting your hand out the moving car window. You can do the wave like a 3-year-old. However, I still do that because it's fun. Sue me. Oh man, check out the thin blue atmosphere. Looks tasty. And then on the right-hand side of your screen, you got that glowing orange pumpkin. That is the second stage Merlin vacuum engine pushing the Dragon capsule to orbit, on its way to orbit. And I'm going to turn the volume back up now so I don't forget as we wait for the drone ship landing.
For the
Say
first
something,
stage,
Jessica.
in order to make its way back to our drone ship, again, just read the instructions. It has a couple more burns to execute. The first is the entry burn. That's where 3 of the Merlin engines reignite. This helps to slow the stage down as it re-enters the upper parts of the Earth's.
Checking Jeb for holes.
Call-outs there. This entry burn helps to slow the vehicle down as it re-enters the upper part of the Earth's atmosphere. Now, the second burn is the final burn for the first stage. It is called the landing burn, and this is a single engine burn that brings the vehicle's speed down rapidly in order to touch down on the drone ship. Now, you may see some bursts of gas on your left-hand screen. That is nitrogen gas burst for...
We talked about that. So this is a brand new booster again, but she's about to look a little bit worn as they light up this entry burn. This is why the rockets look a little sooty, become dirty girls because of this entry burn as they fly through their own exhaust. So I like the way the boosters look after they've been used. They just look awesome. If some of you have been around for a few years probably remember when I was a teacher, I used the school 3D printer to print off a model Falcon 9 for my classes, and it looked too brand new. It looked like a new Falcon 9 rocket, so I actually took a blowtorch to it. I melted it a bit because it's plastic. I just did it a little bit too long, too much heat to it for too long, and so I mean it worked. It still looked like it was used, but it also looked like it could never be used again if it was a real rocket. Looks like we're going to get some cloud-looking action on the descent here, on the way back in to the drone ship. It's waiting on the Atlantic. Cool. Watch it magically appear through the clouds. It's going to be a good time, guys.
In just about 30 seconds or so.
Now, the reason the booster can get away with landing with...
Stage 2 is still looking good on your right-hand screen.
Such
Again,
little
a view
fuel.
from the Falcon 9 second stage, looking at the MVAC engine.
Is because most of the rocket's weight on the launch pad is fuel. It's like 94% fuel and weight. And right now there's not much left, so the booster can afford to use only one engine for this landing.
First stage. Again,
not much weight to haul around
engine,
anymore.
Center E9 engine burn to help slow the vehicle down just enough to touch down on the drone ship.
Stage 1 landing
just
burn.
read the instructions today.
We're going to keep this video coverage. Come on. Don't cut out, meow. Through the clouds.
See that the landing burn has begun on the first stage. Let's
watch. There's no drone ship there.
Down on just read the
Oops.
instructions.
Off target. Oh, there it is. I see it. Yes. To the left. To the left.
Landing leg deployed.
To the right. Back it. Yep. Yeah. I'm a backseat driver today. It's not a bullseye, but we'll take it. She lives. Please clap.
Really awesome
Stage 1
views
landing
there. Falcon 9 has touched down, as you can see it standing tall on just read the instructions there on your screen. Now, while this Falcon 9 just completed its first flight, it marks the 153rd successful landing for an orbital class rocket. Now, next up, we do have SECO 1 on the second stage. That's where the Merlin vacuum engine will shut down.
Man, I need to trim this beard. It's itching my nose.
And SECO 1, or second stage engine
Stage 2
cutoff
FPS
1,
received.
will be coming up here in just under 20 seconds.
Yes, the feed stayed for just reading the instructions.
Incredible
That's a little
view there
rare.
with the Earth
Awesome.
in the background.
Maybe they're using Starlink on it now. I don't know.
Seco.
Was ist das?
And there we heard the call out for Seco and watched as that.
Look at the big old crowd back there.
Down.
You think it's getting routine
great
yet?
Call out there. That means we have confirmation of a good orbit for the second stage. Still carrying.
It's a holiday weekend. They don't have to be here clapping in the
We
background.
are T
That's what we're here
9
for.
minutes into the mission. Coming up on the last major task for stage 2, commanding separation of Dragon a couple minutes from now. Now we expect to have live video of Dragon separation from the top of the Falcon 9 second stage.
Best security guard gig in the world.
Into the trunk of the Dragon vehicle. CRS-26 will be joining the Crew 5 vehicle currently on orbit, so we'll be back to having 2 Dragon spacecraft docked at the space station. As for cargo, today we will be delivering more than 7,700 pounds of science, research, crew supplies, and vehicle hardware to the orbital laboratory and its crew. And to date, SpaceX has sent and brought back over 250,000 pounds of crew and cargo to and from the International Space Station.
Do your
the Dragon separation is just under a couple minutes away. And we should be able to get a live view of that.
Space is looking awfully black today, I gotta say. Earth is looking quite blue.
Some fun facts about Dragon. Dragon has 16 Draco engines, which have about 90 pounds of thrust each. But there are no Super Dracos on this vehicle, no seats, no life support systems, and that saves weight and space for faster refurbishment time.
Oh, that's right.
This is a Dragon cargo vehicle versus a crew vehicle.
I forgot cargo dragons don't have the Super Dracos, so
Dragon also has fixed solar arrays on the trunk.
There goes the whole
dark side
abort
is covered
thing.
in solar arrays, and the light side is a radiator to cool the spacecraft. The Dragon can autonomously dock using its navigation sensors and centerline camera. And we are just about a minute away from Dragon separation. Again, if you're just now joining us, you are watching a live webcast for the CRS-26 mission for NASA.
that's the inside of the trunk you're looking at, where they
This is
store
the
external
26th
payload.
commercial resupply mission to the International Space Station for NASA.
That doesn't need to be pressurized.
This is SpaceX's 54th
Like you wouldn't
mission
put
this
mice
year
in the
and fifth
external part of the
Dragon
trunk.
Flight
That would be
2
mean.
station for 2022. And we lifted off just under 12 minutes ago from Kennedy Space Center at Launch Complex 39A. And we are just a few seconds away from Dragon separation from Falcon 9's second stage. You are looking at a live view into the trunk of the Dragon vehicle.
Dragon separation confirmed.
Please clap
Dragon
for people
separation.
watching
And
this at Hawthorne.
As you can see there on your screen and hearing those callouts as well, Dragon is drifting away from Falcon 9's second stage. Incredible view there. The next milestone coming up is the nose cone opening sequence. This protects the docking ring and navigation sensors.
What's going on,
And
Andrew
that's gonna
Brown,
do it for me
Admiral
here in
Brown?
Hawthorne, so I'm going to send it over to Sandra in Houston. How's it going over there, Sandra?
I don't want to listen to no NASA folk. Ooh, check out the light show, bruh. Those are its cold gas thrusters. Actually, I'm trying to think. Are you guys in the chat? Anybody know? Does its RCS system, is that cold gas or what? I can't remember. Or is it hot gas? But yeah, I forgot that the Cargo Dragon version of Dragon doesn't use Super Dracos, so we wouldn't have had that aboard anyway. We didn't have chutes. Well, it does have chutes on it because they got to return it, but I don't think if they need to use them, they would have for ascent abort. The small particles you see floating around, that's just like ice coming off the capsule and stuff, off the second stage, stuff like that. It's space dust, bro. It's space fireflies. Fireflies, run. You're free. You're free. Hellfire thinks it's compressed helium. I can't remember. It's been a while since I looked into it. You guys know how my memory is. It's basically non-existent. Well, I'm going to... Will you be going to Boca when they finally launch Starship? Yeah, I'm planning on it. I'm not even confident they're going to launch it this year now, because December is upon us. But who knows? Could be wrong, especially now that, you know, Elon's more focused on Twitter. But when it does eventually launch, I will be sure to go. All right, that is my plan. The only thing is I'm going to be out of the state, so to speak. January, the second week of January. So if they launch it the second week of January, then I'm not going to be able to go. Other than that, yeah, I'm there, bro. Well, I'm going to call it right there, you guys. Can we talk about the woke virus now? Yeah, I mean, I don't like talking about that when it's not relevant or pertinent to the topic at hand, but when the opportunity arises, trust me, I jump all over it to make fun of the woke mind virus, the infected, the Zeeks. But I'm going to call this one there, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. It was fun. Okay, I had a good time. And have a great rest of your holiday weekend. Okay, don't do anything I would do. And all the dogs are either gone or asleep. Yeah, they're out there sleeping in the hallway. So I'm just going to say bye now. Bye.